And today we're going to talk about one of the greatest days in a child's life growing up. Man, what a day. The book fair. Do you remember the book fair at school? Most of the time it was a scholastic, I hope I pronounced that right, Scholastic's book fair. You would get these little pieces of paper too, where there was two different types. I don't know if you call them a book fair, so it might be a little off. One was this Scholastic piece of paper you would get, where you would look at, it was like a little leaflet magazine, newspaper, have a couple of pages. It would have all kinds of books. Sometimes they throw in some posters, maybe some pencils, but for the most part it was books, all kinds. You had pop-up books, choose your own adventure books. Oh my God, I love choose your own adventure books. I had at least 3 different Indiana Jones choose your own adventure that I did get thanks to the book fair, and oh my God, I love these. Now you would get these and you would take it back home, pick out the books you want, go to your parents who would have to write a check. You know, they even have checks today. But you would have to take it back, give it to the teacher, and then you would have to wait what seemed like forever. It was probably about a month, but it seemed like it was at least 6 months. It seemed like it was half the school year. And then the toy fair comes. So he's just saying it. The book fair comes. Now this is where my memory gets a little fuzzy, so maybe you can help me, because I remember also there was something called the book fair, but you didn't order it out of the Scholastics thing. This is where they would actually have a section off in the library where you could go in, bring some money with you. You could bring a blank check if you're one of the richer kids. You know, your mom give you a blank check and say go wild, or your mom say here's a $20 bill. Spend it wisely, and you would buy a couple of pencils and try to pocket the rest. But so there was 2 different things. I don't know if these were linked together. Maybe your books came and you picked them up at this book fair. So you guys in the comments, let me know. I'm talking about stuff as a kid. I'm not sure if I can remember, but both of them was just as exciting, man. And I wasn't one to read, so I was getting excited about books. Something was up, because come on, it's books, right? Hard to get excited about books, but I always pick out a Tron book, or it's usually something movie related. I remember it was Raiders. I got a Raiders book that you flip. They had a lot of color photos from each page. It was like the story of Raiders. I know they did a story of the Star Wars movies. I had each one of those. Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. I don't think I got them from the book fair at school, but I know I got the Raiders one there. I can remember getting on the school bus after picking that up. School bus is probably a 30-minute ride home. Looking through that book. I can't sit here and tell you I read it. I probably did read it, or best I could. I don't remember much about it other than the pictures. I remember there was a picture. It was a picture of the Nazis in a Jeep riding off the cliff, and I still have that image burning in my head. That scene's in the movie. And in that scene where the Indiana knocks, it's right after Indy takes the truck with the ark in it, another Jeep of the Nazis drive off a cliff. And if I remember right, let me know in the comments below. In the novel to that, Tot, whatever his name is, the guy that wears all black, the Nazi guy, he's in there. He doesn't die at the end of the movie when they open the ark. He's inside that Jeep that rides off the cliff. I don't know why it was changed in the movie or why it was different in the book. And I think in the comic book it's like that also. But let's get back to toy fair. There I go saying toy fair again. Book fair. Like I said, there was no exciting day than book fair. I don't know why it was so exciting. Again, I didn't really read, but it was more than that. It was always a bunch of movie-related books and stuff that I didn't see at the B. Dalton's at my mall or the Walden bookstore at the mall. So I was like, man, I've never seen these books. The Star Wars books. I think it was a Last Starfighter book. I think I actually remember a Last Starfighter book. I know I got a Tron book there, and there was always some kind of cool little pencils or maybe some posters from movies you liked. It was stuff you normally didn't see when you normally went out to the mall or Target. I didn't have a Target, but you might have had a Target. I didn't have Walmart till the late 80s. Mostly for me, it was Zayre's and Kmart. That was the place to go. And then, of course, you had the mall. But let me know, did you get excited about the book fair too? I can remember getting with my buddies, what you gonna get? Look at this, I got this book. How much money did your parents give you? Or getting that little Scholastics thing to fill out. Going through there. Oh, it was nerve-wracking. As a kid, it was a stressful day. My dad was probably at the table with all his tax information out, doing his taxes, pulling his hair, and I was sitting there with my Scholastic magazine, pulling my hair out there. And oh my God, I don't have enough for all these books. I want How to Draw Star Wars. I want, Choose Your Own Adventure, Indiana Jones. I don't know which one to get. Which one do I get? Really hard to decide. It was an exciting day. I mean, you gotta admit, this was going to school. It was mostly the same thing day after day. It was a drag. Might be some excitement here and there. Teacher might stick your finger in the pencil sharpener and might have a little excitement. But for the most part, school was boring. Same thing day after day after day. And then boom, out of nowhere, the book fair. And it was the greatest day. And it would just get you a high that you just can't get today. If they had a book fair at work, you wouldn't give a shit. But book fair day at the school, what a great day. And I want to hear your comments. That's part of this thing, this Nooner thing, is to hear your comments, to hear your feedback, to hear what you've got to say. So let me know what you think about that, about the book fair. Maybe you don't know anything about it and it's all new to you. Do they even do that today? Do they still do book fair today? I think they do. And let me know, am I getting two different book fairs mixed up? You got the Scholastics where you order books, and you got the book fair where you go to the library and pick out books. But it wasn't books that were in the library. Don't get me wrong. This was some kind of program where Scholastics or someone working for this book company would come and set up all of these new books. It wasn't like they were just selling all the old library books. But let me know what you think about the book fair. Do you remember that? Oh, what a good time. What a good time.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.